Hello YouTube, it's Maurice Parker. Welcome to the Maurice Parker channel. If you're new, subscribe down below for cool new content. I feature videos at least like once or twice a month. So before I start this video, I would like to tell everybody I was on Ascension Podcast this previous week up. It was really good talking to ask me what my channel was about, my viewpoints and everything else. You should check it out. They're actually really good over there, talking about ideas and expanding, your mind and that's really the key. I know it's been a while since I taught on this channel, a month to be exact. A lot of things has been popping up, and as times go along, that's what you gotta do. You gotta adapt in life. So before I start this video, there's just been a lot of things I just thought about saying, and a lot of vocalization of wisdom that I want to speak out there today. So this particular episode, would like to talk to the people about just the overall essence of what has been going on in the world. For many people don't know, we just been you check out this a lot. It's been a lot of people, unfortunately, been turning up missing, and I think that's becoming a big problem. I think we've been with technology and all that stuff. People been missing, and I think that we have to really buckle down because that could happen to any of us, and we have to be very, very, very wary about these things prevalently. I mean, predominantly, we've been seeing a lot of African American kids that have been turning up missing, or in particular in the last month or so. I think that we all need to, and with any child, we just need to just be on top of that, just for the fact that we don't want nobody else to turn up missing. We want to make sure that our loved ones or people we know are safe. I think that's what we all agree on. Now, I thought about this word when I just want to put it out there real quick. And one thing that I thought about was equality. And I thought about the reason why people don't want equality is because it means of a loss of power. Think about this. If somebody's equal with you, that means the power is equal. That means there really is no power. That means on the same playing field. But we as people need to feel like we're in control, need to feel like we're superior. So equality kind of destroys that. Think about it. If you and somebody was only getting paid the same rate, you would be seen as equal pay rates. But and now you start making more than somebody and stuff like that. Some people have earned it. I'm just using this as an example. Now I got it. Now I got a little edge because now I'm catching in more money, knowing this and that. Or as far as power, like if I got to share my power, then I get less of it. Instead of people seeing that if we get the same amount of power, greed. People just want more power, and that's the reason that's a really big problem about equality. Why it hasn't been is because people are not willing to share the power. We try to teach people, especially kids when they're younger, to share things, but we never teach people to share power, and it's sad because I think that is a problem with in the systems in the world. We got to tell people to share power, because when you don't, one person shouldn't have all the power. We need to have shared power, because when we do, people don't want to give up power. People's reluctant to, but it doesn't make anybody less of a person if we all share power. I think as far as people, and this episode I'll say particularly, I want to thank all my viewers once again for taking time to watch the video. I do want to say, especially my viewers in the African American community, start owning businesses, start being more stable. I think that first step is you gotta start supporting one another, and the reason is, if you don't support one another, then you can never grow. But we get impatient with each other because we don't see each other succeed. Because when you get, when you start succeeding, society and all these generational things that have happened is we're scared because we don't know what path that lies on, because we've never been on that path. It's been a while since we have been on that path. So we have to try to start building up in the community, start making it look nice. Because people weren't dumb. You had the intelligence to do it. Don't let media think that you have to be ignorant to be a race. Anybody can be intelligent. But start building your business. Start researching. Start seeing ways that you can do things, because you will want to own your own stuff, whereas somebody else owns stuff for you. So basically, if you own your own business, nobody can tell you what to do, in a sense, because it's your business. Make your own company, write your own shows, produce something, but don't do it because everybody else is doing it. Do it because you want to do it. Invest in yourself, where spiritually, get yourself closer to, for me, I'm going to get myself closer to God, get yourself mentally strong. I'm going to get myself closer to God, Jesus. Get yourself mentally strong, get yourself mentally prepared to do stuff, research and the knowledge, work on your craft, Give yourself a break to reflect on what you really want to do. Write down goals and obstacles that you want to do. Make yourself the best that you can be. A lot of people, we first get follow through. Follow through what you need to follow through. And I think that's the main thing that we need to understand, is just to follow through with each other on goals, hold each other accountable for things that, if somebody told you they have a goal to start a business, hold them accountable. Say, hey, you said you was going to do this. We got to make sure you do this. Like, if, you really have a goal, dream, you want people who's going to uplift you, want people who's going to hold you accountable in your communities, because everything starts from within. For my people out there, from my generation and friends from my generation, we have the ability to change this world. And everybody wants to say it's cliche. No, it's not. If we don't like what's going on, we can change it. We're the future. In the next 10 years, who's going to be the people running it? We are. We had the ability to change it. And then for the generation below us that's coming up, it's going to be their time. Everybody has passed down. This is the time. It is the time to be. If we don't like something in the world, then we need to change. And I know, a lot of times, you speak true facts and people want to try to go after you and stuff. That's unfortunately happened to history. Martin Luther King spoke about real facts. They got him, Malcolm X. But do not be afraid to speak about the truth, because eventually the truth gets out. And change will happen and change will occur. We just got to make sure that we're not afraid to make the change happen, because with change comes a new direction, because it has to be better than this. I know we can all make the world a better place, but are we all able to put our ego to the side? Can we put ourselves to the side to make stuff better for people? Not everybody has the same opportunity, and I'm just going to say it again, not everybody has the same opportunity. There are hidden publishers in the world that obviously have had, that give people more opportunity or not, even they want to acknowledge that. Unfortunately, that's how it is. We just want to try to make sure it's the best that we can do. We got to get better at getting everybody a fair shot here, But like I said, this idea of equality is great in theory, but are we willing to make it be in practice? Are we willing to share powers, to share control, to share that? And make sure, my main thing is make sure you pick morally accountable leaders. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you pick morally accountable leaders who care about human lives rather than dollar signs. I think that is something that needs to be said, because, listen, I know we all need money to survive and to live and stuff, but that will come. That money and stuff, that will come. If you're passionate about what you do, money and stuff will come. But ask yourself, is the way I'm going about it the right way? We always got, because, one day we got an answer for anything that we did and do, and I hope we know that the choices we make sure we try to make the best choices that we can make. Make sure we think about how this affects people around us, stuff like that. And also, we can't just keep saying this and that. We gotta start doing stuff. If people are not doing something right and they're always doing this, then let's change and let's do something about it, because we know what people could do. Let's not vote for them, maybe. Let's vote for somebody else who could give people a shot. Keep vocalizing your wisdom out there, because it gets heard. And eventually, if enough people say it, they can't stop everybody. Everybody's voice is going to be heard out there. We need to keep expressing how we feel, because I think we need to keep expressing how we feel. We need to keep presenting ourselves in the best way possible. We need to keep saying every day I gotta get better at what I'm doing. So whether I gotta talk about equality, all this stuff goes back to that. We need to continue to do better as a unit of people to get to the next step of equality. That means that we have to tell people, we all have to come together. Diversity is great. Now, can we be equal? I think every generation has a better shot at that. But as long as we have those in power who care more about dollar signs than they do about people, then we'll always have that problem. I'm not saying that every person in power is bad, because there's some of those who actually genuinely care for the people. I think what makes a great leader is one who cares for the people, one who is willing to listen to wisdom and stuff like that, to seek advice, listen to what his people has to say, listen to everything, and ultimately come to a best solution that might be best. Even though not every decision is going to be the best, but you want one who's quick to listen, quick to listen. Listening, you can hear somebody, but listening is important. I think that I would like just to rise up, we have to talk about deep conversations, we have to talk about different stuff. I think it's overall just keep expressing how you feel. But make sure the way you're expressing it is a way that represents you the best way possible. And, probably see I got people in my life who's been uplifting from all generations, who's been uplifting me, been saying, in the future we can make this change, because it could still have, as long as you're breathing air, still happen. Keep being educated. Educate yourself. Get smarter. One thing is this: don't give up. Don't stop fighting just because things change. Keep fighting to make sure things continue to be better. In the civil rights movement, don't stop fighting. Keep on going. Keep battling. If you want to make things change, then own your own stuff, own your own business, own your own things. Do everything you got to do. Keep on moving forward. Keep, treat everybody right around you. Try to be the best that you can be. Learn history. Learn what you can do to not repeat history. Get a book. Read a book. Start your own. It could be anything. If you want to make a company that makes bids, there you go. You want to make a company that animates, there's that. You want to make any type of company. I know that I take time to write what I want to do. Write novels, and I have really good concepts about that, but that's something I do, like YouTube right now, what we're doing, something that I do. It's all about self-promotion. What I'm doing is self-promoting myself. You can self-promote yourself in your communities and your stuff. You have YouTube. Use the internet for good. Use it to promote yourself. Use it to make voices heard, because this is the greatest chance you got to vocalize in your voice you got. That's this, in a sense, the way to start equality. You bounce ideas off, and then you'll start seeing the changes. Change starts from within. You can't change nobody. You can change yourself. So when people say change the world, everybody's mind is that powerful that they can change the world, because we have the cognitive ability to think and stuff, and therefore we create equality. So yeah, I just wanted to take time to say thank you for that. For everybody who took time to listen today, thank you. I did a shout out earlier to the podcast. So yeah, thanks. And I will see you guys next time on the Maurice Parker channel. And if you miss any of my videos, then you could click down below to watch the previous videos that I've uploaded. Until next time, thank you.